Hello viewers and welcome back once again to Victory at Sea. I'm your host PPGQ as always, and from the looks of it, last time we had invaded Hong Kong, managed to capture the port, and everything should be fine and dandy now. So I'm going to preload all of the ship assets once again, so bear with us as the game loads up the shipyard tab, and well, with that said, I wanted to check whether or not we had lost any ships that require salvaging since the last episode, and perfect, all of our ships are here, all of our 3 destroyers, 2 cruisers, 1 battlecruiser, and 2 carriers. So with that said, let's see what we can grab here. So the US HQ will just tell us good work, despite the fact that it is, of course, a British port. And I guess we'll leave. We'll see what we can find on the open seas, and we'll continue our conquest, grabbing the last 3 islands required for the invasion of the Japanese mainland here. So let's jump back into the ship view here, and let's go full steam ahead and see what we can find. So we're seeing a lot more submarines and a lot more, just in general, high-level ships as we approach the mainland here. So that's kind of a good and bad note, I guess. I'm just going to check up on these ports very, very briefly here. See a nice supply ship. I don't really know. A lot of these fleets seem to be, I'd say, semi-high level. So I'm kind of being a bit cautious on which ones we want to engage here. But I think this one, this supply fleet won't pull too much of a fight. So we'll just duke it out here and see how much damage we can do. So this should be another one of these fast battles. Our ships here, especially the HMS Renown, should just rip up these enemy ships quite easily. And there they go. Brooklyn class here is fending off a destroyer escort, guarding our HMS Ark Royal here, so that's good. And there we go, torpedo slip just nicely by. And from the looks of it, we are very, very close to winning this battle already, so that is wonderful. Right, so from the looks of it, I mean, yeah, we can really pick up the pace now that we have the battlecruiser and all. Maybe we'll be able to steamroll some of those ports inside this episode, and maybe move on to the mainland, the Japanese mainland, in the coming episodes here just shortly. So we'll see what we can do. The main thing is that I want to buy another one of these heavy cruisers, battle cruisers, or battleship in the near future, and I'm seeing what I can do to make that happen. Now this place over here. Well, Formosa, I swear Formosa had like 9 ships present inside it, but now it's down to 1, so I guess this will be a nice, easy port attack. Hopefully it'll be, no, it's actually just a destroyer guarding this location, so I guess we'll go full steam ahead, launch the aircraft from the aircraft carriers, and win us a nice, strategic port, I guess. And would you look at that, once again the aircraft carrier spawns at the lead of the pack instead of the rear, so we have the USS Enterprise at the very front of the lines. Nonetheless, pretty easy battle, so that one was alright, but that would have been terrible inside a larger engagement. And there's a lovely 1 million war bond prize there, so that's not bad. And let's see, what is this? Fleet Admiral, Shanghai and Okinawa are key strategic ports. You need to try to take them from the enemy. And, oh, I see. So that just highlights those areas for us once again. And I guess we will, see what we can do in this area momentarily. I see that there's also a few, pretty, I'd say, juicy ports over here in, like, Vietnam and area. So, with that said, I mean, I'm going to take a bit of a detour here, and I'm going to swing down towards the south, because I'm under the impression that the targets down here are actually pretty good, and if we're able to pick off a few ships down here near Henan, apparently, rather, we should be able to get a large sum of war bonds as well. I mean, going off of that previous battle, I'm not really sure whether or not the amount that we get off of these port attack missions are actually based off of like the defense level of the ports and all that. It might just be, once again, like a flat sum, like, 500,000 war bonds and whatever you sink, really. So I'll swing over here. It's a nice pack of fairly cheap ships, and I guess we'll start off this battle and see how many we can sink here. So, let's see. I'm gonna get all of our ships here, rather the New Orleans class, the or USS Ross, to do a bit of a holding pattern for now. Let the other ships catch up, and we'll let the Ark Royal and Enterprise do their thing, launching those mean fighters against those helpless Japanese ships. And once again, those dive bombers never fail not to disappoint. There we go. Now we have a blob of destroyers and things. I'll send in the pack, and we'll just get them to finish off the rest. And you know what? I think I'll actually keep the HMS Gurkha inside the back, because we need one thing to go after that Helgata class submarine at the end of the day. So that'll be that. Planes are going in. USS Isherwood's here is gonna take some hits. So that's not too good. And man, oh man, the Japanese are really storming off with those torpedoes in this battle. They're just launching them everywhere. And the thing is that they don't disappear immediately after their firing range, so they are just scattering all over the map. There we go. So let's get the USS Ross to bail. We'll get the HMS Gurkha to come up here, and we'll get it to do its thing. In the meantime, the HMS Redone should be able to handle that Takeo class cruiser nicely. In the meantime, since we're here, we might as well drop a volley of torpedoes. There we go. That'll be the end of that ship, and once we finish the submarine, I think that will be the end of this battle, pretty much. And I guess if we do lose the two destroyers in this battle, at least we'll be able to finish things off with the steady stream of those allied landing craft, so that's not too bad. Oh, this thing's actually on the surface for whatever reason. Alright, fair enough. In that case, we'll pick it off just like that. That's a nice 7 ships sunk, and hopefully a good sum of war bonds. There we go, 9 million, so not too bad. Though we do need to repair one of our ships, so I think that takes, yeah, right around 2 million out, unfortunately. But now we have 32 million war bonds. Let's see, technically I guess 33 million, so that's not too bad. And that is, of course, just another easy port. Ooh, finished right there. I see the Japanese, is that... They have a battlecruiser here? I want to say named the Congo. Is that right? Indeed they do. The Congo class battlecruiser, it's evaluated at 40 million war bonds, same as our HMS Renown. Has a whole battery of those 14-inch guns. Has a few, yeah, it has an extra battery and more secondary guns, so it doesn't have the torpedoes. And it has the same amount of health. Our ship is slightly faster though. So this will be an intriguing match, and for whatever reason, it's apparently a ship blockade mission as well. So, oh, I see, we just have to stop these ships from getting by, so that's not too bad. I guess in the meantime, we'll let the aircraft carrier once again unleash their deadly swarm of planes, and I'm under the impression that these are going, yeah, for the submarine. So, at least we don't, or hopefully we won't need the destroyers going past this point. And none of those hit. Yeah, that is rather unfortunate. The submarine can't even put up a reliable amount of AA fire yet. Nevertheless, nothing can hit it apparently. Oh well. Let's see what I can do here. You know what? I'll get the Ross to pull back. I don't really want us our destroyers butting heads with those battle cruisers and all. That is just not a good recipe, not a good recipe at all. There we go. And speaking about the matter, I think I'll let the allied ships come in here and do some of the heavy work. And ooh, yikes. That Congo class just ripped its way right through here. HMS Brooklyn's trying to drop some fire. And I think we'll just wait until our torpedo bombers finish it off. There we go. So don't really know if that battle will pay for itself here, because we did lose quite the expensive ship. There we go, that would have been a nice 5 million, and that in theory would have put us, into that battlecruiser range. We're almost at battlecruiser range. So I guess now we'll need to make a quick pit stop once again. Drop back into this port, go to the shipyard here, get these two ships fitted, or refitted, and yeah, it is rather unfortunate that there is a bit of grind here with the whole buying of ships and all, but there we go. We have our 8 ship fleet once again, and we'll just set sail. So, what should we do? Checking that world map, the Japanese still own a fair amount of stuff over here, and ooh, can't remember. Did they say anything about capturing Singapore? Because I'm pretty sure that message, the one that just came up, talked about Singapore, not necessarily Shanghai, but I mean Shanghai is currently the flashing icon, so I guess it's the latter out of the two. I guess we'll just you know what? I think I'll just we'll just swing. Oh, German wolf pack. Got the U-boat swarm over there. It's quite intriguing. That's actually going after from I want to see like a pretty valuable British fleet as well. I think we'll just ignore it for now and go after the Manfred von Richthofen carrier, the Red Baron, in other words. And I honestly didn't know that Germany had any aircraft carriers. And speaking about it, didn't really know they were in the Pacific as well. I mean, going off the game, though, you know, like chances are is that it's of course not, you know, historically accurate here. So, very interesting. The Graf Zeppelin class carrier, they had, I think, a complement of 4 dive bombers, well, no, 4 torpedo bombers, and 4 fighters, so that's that. Maybe it is dive bombers. From the looks of it, they went for the Renown class, but they didn't do much damage. So there's that, and oh, something got the carrier in the meantime, so that will be a nice 4.3 million. Or no, oh. I guess there's an extra battle here for whatever reason, but alright. There we go, it's gonna surrender, so that does it. And that should be an extra, I want to say at least 500,000. Yep, 570, so not bad at all. And that will be the end of that group of ships. So, let's see what we can do about probing one of these locations, and from the looks of it, Okinawa is slightly weaker than, say, Shanghai up there, so I think we'll head over here and finish off this port before going over there. And let's see, what are we encountering over here now? Light carrier, oh, light carriers. But no battleships wandering about or, you know, patrolling. So I guess we'll go over here and check out what is, what's the opposition like in Okinawa. So they have a torpedo boat, I think, or no, 2 battle class, 2 battleships once again in the carrier. So we have the Nagato class, the Yamato class this time, submarine as well, destroyers, so, you know what, that is, that's actually pretty steep opposition in my books. I think what we'll do here is that I'll sweep forwards. I'm going to take a look at these ships once more, and I think we'll try to go for the patrol fleet here. Why is our supply fleet all the way up here? Why is that? I don't know, we're not going to fight that though. That is just made up of all submarines. But I'm going to bank in here, and I'm going to see whether or not we can attack one of these light carriers. And would you look at that, the Chikostos Mark II class light carrier, it's evaluated at 10 million war bonds, so it's fairly cheap. Though this one actually has aircraft, so yeah, that's really weird that they... I'm actually under the assumption that all of the Japanese light carriers don't actually carry aircraft, and well, I guess this one proves me wrong. So at least it only carries dive bombers as opposed to torpedo bombers, so at least that's good. And I guess we'll just use that to our advantage here. Avoid the torpedoes like that, and we'll hopefully be able to sink this fleet here in due time. That's actually one really tough cruiser. It absorbed 2 of those torpedoes, like nothing. And would you look at that? All of our aircraft are out and going. Not really sure where they went though, but they are they're out there. And this swarm's going for the submarine. So at least that's good. There we go. And the light carrier should disappear fairly soon as well. Because, I mean, either way, those light carriers, they don't seem to have very much armor or health. So as soon as these bombers arrive, and because it's a big target, those dive bombers should hit too. And there we go. So we finished off that fleet. How much did it make us? 3 million, 1.7 for repairs. The other bits goes to the actual thing, so not bad, not great. I guess we'll swing over here, finish off this supply. Yeah, I guess we'll finish off the supply fleet. It's guarded by 2 cruisers, so should be easy pickings once more. And then we'll bounce back to, I want to say Hong Kong is the nearest allied port. And then we'll just, yeah, just finish things off like that. I don't know, the New Orleans class is all by its lonesome this battle. I guess it'll have to hold out until the flyboys arrive. Hopefully that'll be just momentarily. Now let's see, unless the flyboys are going for the convoy ships. Or that works too. I guess you win after picking off all of the supply ships. You don't actually have to take out the cruisers and the escorts for these convoy battles. I mean, we've always gone for, you know, taking them out beforehand, taking out defenders before going for the actual supply ships, but I guess that works. And there should be quite an easy battle. That's one ship down. Still 6 bombers, so probably the dive bombers are not terribly great. And there we go, so another nice and easy victory. And ooh, we almost have enough for another level up. Not that it matters all too much. And oh no, we lost another destroyer in the meantime. I think we have just barely enough to buy a second, or no, we don't have enough. Damn. Oh, what is this? A pocket battleship? Haven't seen one of these in the game just yet, but yeah, the Deutschland class pocket battleship makes an appearance during this battle, so I'm not going to miss the opportunity to see this craft. So I think we'll fight this battle. This should give us enough cash to get those repairs and buy another renowned class. So I guess we'll just roll with this and see where it takes us. So let's see if we can speed this up a bit. Those destroyers should go pretty fastly. It's the pocket battleship I'm worried about. Damn it. How is the Deutschland class doing anyways? It's surrendered. Huh. So there's that, though it does add a bit to our repairs though. And there we go, we gained another virtual medal, not that it really counts for anything. So let's see, there's not really any more ships to unlock, so I don't really know what it does for us at this point. I guess it has to do something, maybe it's just, you know, passive scoring or something of that such there. But anyhow, once we pull into port here, we should be able to get our destroyers back up, and we should be able to hopefully go back on the offensive, steamroll two of the strategic ports, and then move on to the Japanese homeland. So, there we go. We're gonna get these two ships repaired, just like this. And there we go. We have 42 million war bonds left. So, let's go over here. We can buy an Essex-class aircraft carrier once again. And not that we really want to, because it only carries 3 of those dive bombers. So, oh, actually, the Renault only costed 37, not 40. In that case, I mean, we could wait and buy something like the Hood class, maybe? Maybe not? Because, I mean, that would, yeah, the Hood class for a lovely, 12.5 million more. We get another battery of those 15-inch guns. One secondary turret on each side, one more torpedo on each side, 1 unit more of armor, and right around, yeah, a good amount of armor as well, at the cost of 1 knot, I don't know, per hour or something, for the price. And with that said, I think we'll, because I mean, in the past we've already demonstrated that we can do one of these port attack missions without needing another ship. It just make it a lot more easier. So I think we'll come over here. We'll take out Okinawa with whatever ships we have currently here, and I guess we'll switch back, or rather we'll buy the HMS Hood next time. We could also grind those tiny supply fleets as well. They actually have a lot of supply fleets. I think I'll finish these off just because. And then afterwards we can, yeah, I guess we can hit the mainland after that. There we go. I'm not going to use those destroyers. They seemed way too brittle. Though going up against these destroyer escorts, it should be fast work. Either way. There we go. One's gone. I do like the fact that the aircraft know to go to a secondary target once their primary is taken out. So at least that's kind of cool. And there we go, now we get into the close-in phase, and once this is over, then this is, whether that'll be 1 supply fleet down. How are we doing over here? Got that lovely, ooh, 2 streams of bombers coming this way. One of them being dive bombers, so they don't hit, anything at all. And the second one comes in, so that's at least good. And, let's see, is the Brooklyn class firing? No. Renault class should be in range. Indeed it is. And it is laying down the pain on that Fubuki class destroyer. There we go, now the Brooklyn's in range. It's dropping down some nice, lovely salvos on those enemy ships. Crippled 1, the other one's coming down too, and there we go. So, first supply fleet is down, and I guess we'll move forwards onto the second and third one.